and it won't be the last pandemic. The next one could be far more severe. I mean, this one, it killed millions. It was awful. We got the vaccine. Actually, President Trump's leadership was a factor in getting that out quickly. And so when I spoke to him, I said, okay, here's some other medical innovations, including a thing called an HIV cure that could be accelerated. So, we should be more prepared both for a pandemic. I'd say that's still number one. You can worry about nuclear war. You can worry about AI. There's plenty to worry about.
Do you
overall,
sleep
I'm
at
an
all?
optimist.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's up to the government to think ahead on behalf of the citizens.
Yes.
So, a pandemic, there's a lot that we should be doing that hopefully we'll get our act together before the next one comes. Overall, the innovation in health, both in the developing countries, the rich world, I love being part of that.
I was reading, though, that you said the next pandemic you are predicting within maybe 25 years. Is that
certainly
accurate?
we'll have one in the next 25 years. There's even some pathogens out there that we're watching over right now.
Meantime, you are looking live at that cruise ship off Cape Verde's coast in West Africa, where 3 people testing positive for a rare strain of hantavirus have been evacuated for medical care in the Netherlands. As of now, 3 people have died on the ship, which holds about 150 passengers and crew members on board. Another 3 people have been evacuated, including a 56-year-old British doctor who was previously in critical condition from the virus. Thankfully, he is now in stable condition. This as the Canary Islands in Spain have rejected the cruise from docking in their ports. This is a developing story, and we will bring you any new information as soon as we have it.
3 patients suspected of having the hantavirus have now been removed from a cruise ship.
They're being flown to the Netherlands for treatment while the World Health Organization tries to figure out the origin of this rare and deadly outbreak.
One of our passengers sadly passed away last night.
Cell phone video from the MV Hondius shows the moment the cruise ship's captain informed guests that a Dutch national had died on board.
It happens at sea sometimes. Very sad, very tragic.
The passenger who filmed the announcement April 12th says guests were initially told the 70-year-old died of natural causes.
I think most of the passengers are healthy. I'm just hoping them to give the necessary tests.
The man's 69-year-old wife died about 2 weeks later in South Africa after getting off the ship. Argentinian officials say both were likely infected with hantavirus before boarding while visiting a landfill during a bird-watching trip in Argentina.
We do believe that there may be some human-to-human transmission that's happening among the really close contacts, the husband and wife, people who've shared cabins.
Overnight, health officials in protective gear helped evacuate 3 sick passengers from the ship, suspected of having the virus. Nearly 150 other passengers remain quarantined on board.
This is one of those unusual circumstances where hantavirus is spreading from person to person.
Swiss authorities announced Wednesday that a man who previously traveled on the ship and returned home to Switzerland at the end of April just tested positive for the Andes strain of the disease, which can spread between humans. But the World Health Organization says the risk to the public is low.
This is a really unique one-off occurrence, and we're not expecting any further spread.
The Spanish government says the ship will dock in the Canary Islands for a full disinfection in about 3 days.
The cruise ship at the center of a deadly hantavirus outbreak can continue its journey to Spain's Canary Islands after evacuating 3 people for medical treatment. After arriving, the remaining passengers on board are expected to return to their home countries. Spanish health officials say they are asymptomatic, but some local leaders have concerns.
We still do not have a clear understanding of the passenger's condition, the contagion, or the strain itself.
So far, 3 people who were on the MV Hondius have died, including a husband and wife. Argentinian investigators tell the Associated Press the leading theory is the couple contracted the virus while bird watching before boarding. They say the pair visited a landfill during their tour and may have been exposed to rodents.
It usually is someone who is cleaning out an area where there are rodents. It is a rodent to human disease, not something that ordinarily spreads between persons.
The Dutch-based vessel departed South America more than a month ago for stops in Antarctica and remote Atlantic islands. The World Health Organization says contact tracing has started in Europe and Africa in search of potential infections in people who earlier left the ship.
Initially, it's very severe flu-like symptoms, headaches, high fever, GI symptoms, but the pulmonary part of this is what's killing people.
The WHO says the strain of this virus can be spread from person to person, but the risk to the public remains low.
The Dutch cruise ship is still stuck in the Atlantic, because what this story really needed was more time to cook. Yesterday was just mildly terrifying. Today,
I am currently on board the MV Hondius, and what's happening right now is very real for all of us here. We're not just a story. We're not just headlines. We're people. People with families, with lives, with people waiting for us at home.
it's officially entered "we might all be screwed" territory. So let's check in on this floating petri dish that left Argentina full of happy vacationers and has since decided to become a hantavirus hotspot. 1 death? Cute. 3 deaths? Time to slow the boat down. Now we've got confirmed cases, changing CDC guidelines, and a virus that apparently decided the only spreads from rodents rule was more of a suggestion. And yes, this is the same virus that took Gene Hackman's wife last year, while she was apparently living in a house that looked like a rat timeshare. Multiple active nests. Just casually chilling in the living room like it was normal. But sure, this is a luxury cruise ship. Crystal chandeliers, unlimited buffets, and now, hantavirus. Because nothing says relaxing ocean getaway like breathing in the same air as a virus that's not supposed to spread between humans. Scientists are fascinated. This isn't how it's supposed to work, they keep saying, while quietly updating their own guidelines because, surprise, it might actually be spreading person to person now. And the timing is just chef's kiss. Symptoms can take up to 8 weeks to show up. So even if they test every single passenger today, we could all be sitting here for months wondering who's secretly infected. How delightful. We started with 3 deaths and 1 person in critical condition. Now we're at least 7 confirmed cases, more deaths, more people in the ICU, and several others showing symptoms. The plot thickens. But the real upgrade? The CDC used to say you could only get this from touching infected rodent urine, droppings, or nesting material. Now they're like, actually, if you mess with enough of that stuff, it can become airborne. Have fun. It's a Dutch cruise line. But don't get too comfortable. We already have Dutch, German, and British fatalities. And the rest of the passengers? People from literally every corner of the planet, all trapped together on one big floating biohazard with no idea who's carrying what. The CDC's current official position? Human-to-human transmission? Not impossible. So to recap, international passengers, 8-week incubation, possible airborne hantavirus, and 0 idea how many people are already carrying it. Welcome to 2026, where even a vacation can turn into a global health event.